everyone. Sorry, but I tried to do a video and the audio cut out. So this is a haul video and I'm actually voicing it over. So what you're going to see is I was talking the whole time, telling you important things about all of these products, and now I'm going to have to figure out what the important things were. So this is a haul video from my little scrapbook store, and a lot of it is Christmas. And I'm starting with the Gingerbread House Christmas Mix from Picket Studios. And I don't really love sequins, but I love their sequin mixes that have shapes in them. So whether it's the one with the sunflowers or the one with, I have avocado toast, I have monster eyes, they have a lot of really fun shapes. Then I also got the paper glitz. So the paper glitz is a little bit different than some of the other texture pastes because it really is, and you can see it there in the container, high shine. So I got it particularly because I am also going to show you some holiday paper that I got, but I love those two colors. I did get the new Distress Oxide from Tim Holtz in Villainous Potion. So it's a new really deep purple, really nice purple. I got the embossing glaze, the Distress Spray Stain, and the Distress Oxide. Really wonderful. I think it's going to add a good deep purple to our collection. I also got the Mica Distress Crayons, and these are perfect. If you're not sure about the Distress Crayons and you don't know that you really need a Distress Crayon if you already have the ink pad, these are all colors that don't exist. They only exist in the mica sprays, and I believe they're all sold out. So this would be a good thing to try out one of these color sets. And what I'm showing you there and what you're going to see is one of the Christmas sets is just perfect for this holiday magic paper that we're going to talk about. Altenew Stamps. So I particularly asked Michelle if she could get some of these Altenew stamp sets because they come with a stencil, a die, and a stamp. And for people like me that are not good at coloring, having a stamp and stencil set together allows you to color, and also having the die cut just makes it easier if you want to use it on a card. It just, particularly for some of the intricate shapes, that way you don't have to fussy cut. So one of the first ones is the dry brush poinsettia. It has both a masking stencil and the individual stencil. So you could color the inside of the stencil one color and then use the stamp to stamp over it. Or you could do the mask out the poinsettia after you'd already stamped it to stamp a background. So if you really, or to stencil or color a background. So it has both options. It also has the trees in there, which I think are going to be a really great addition. Or the trees, the leaves. One of the things that I've seen some people do with some poinsettia stamps is to use the stencil, the first stencil, and do that in green a few times to make the leaves, and then stamp over that with a red or with that glitter glaze to kind of give it a different approach. So I'm going to be playing with these later, and hopefully I'll get some few ideas on how we can use this poinsettia stamp. Love poinsettias, love them at Christmas. I think they add a really good addition. Now this particular stamp is my absolute favorite. The lights, the light string. There's a good background stamp that you can use just to make a background of a card or a page. And then all of the little bulbs that you can attach on there. You could do it in different colors. And then it has the sentiments. So this would be perfect for a card. You could do the card background in the light bulbs and then put Merry and Bright or Happy Holidays on top. It also has the cute little light, so you could add that at the end, kind of the light rays. And then if you just wanted to use it as an embellishment, because that is one connected string of lights on the stamp, you could die cut one of the stamps out after you stamped them. And then die cut the individual light bulbs. And imagine if you popped them up. So just imagine you could do those in embossing, different colors, and really have some cool light strings for the top of a page, top of a card. This is actually the one I'm most excited about, Joy to the World. And I just think that it's going to add just a lot of interesting elements to my pages. So you do have the die that cuts out Joy to the World in the background. But if you look, and I'm going so fast here, I think the problem with my audio is that my video is going too fast. But you stamp those colors, and then the stencil lets you put the darker line. So if you notice on the stamp, on that image, there's a dark pink and a light pink. So you would stamp the light pink, put the stencil on top of it, and use the stencil to put the dark pink line on top of the Joy to the World that's in pink. Does that make sense? So the pink is from the stamp. The stencil adds the dark pink. And then it just gives you this really cool look. So imagine that kind of stamped, and then you could add the joy in a different color. Now, if adding all those colors is really difficult or you're not liking that, it does have this beautiful Joy to the World in both a solid and an outline, plus a lot of really good sentiments. So a lot of options with this one. Really enjoy it. I'm showing you the stencil now. I'm going to be playing with this quite a bit. I will let you know how it works out. I think that I'm probably going to use like glitz through the stencil to add a little pop. This one I thought was just kind of a really good, solid ornament. Now I've had a couple of other ornament stamps, and they didn't give me enough options. So this one has so many options, so many ways you can use it. Plus, it comes with a die, and it has the Joy to the World. If you're seeing, joy is probably going to be the theme of my my December daily this year. So I have a lot of joy kind of items, but I think that is perfect and fun, and it'll add a lot to both my Christmas pages, maybe some cards. And then finally, not Christmas at all, but they did have a sunflower. And, I'm a sucker for a sunflower. So I had to ask Michelle to grab me the sunflower. So I did that. And it does have the die that's really saving us a lot of intricate cutting. So you'll see me use these. I will definitely be using them. I'm showing you there that they did it in like that rust and the yellow. So I think that'll be fun as well. And I just kept talking apparently. I don't know what I'm saying, but I do like the Altenew stamps, and I do like their dies. I think I'm telling you, they're a little bit more expensive than some of the stamps and die sets that just come with like the collections from either Photoplay or American Craft. But this is a stamp company, so you're getting the quality of the stamp. I really recommend giving it a try. Just one of the ones that she has that you are, kind of more drawn to. And I think you'll see the quality of these stamps is worth the cost. And I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is this. Now, this was not in the sale that I had. It's actually coming up, and it is the Mega Date Stamp. I am in love with this. She's going to have two different Mega Date Stamps, one that has this font and one that has more of a classic typography. If you have been looking for a date stamp and you're like, oh, well, I always lose mine. I mean, that's my problem. I lose my date stamp. I have 3. I can't find any of them. I'm not going to lose this one. Super fun, nice, big, chunky letters. It's going to go on the bottom of pages. It'll still small enough that it could go in a traveler's notebook. I did get the 80-piece marker set from American Crafts. I haven't used them yet. I will let you guys know how I like them. I'm sure I'm going to love them. I'm not a marker person, so she's kind of asking me to try them just as somebody who's not familiar with markers to see if they're easy to use. So I know Gina makes using Copics look amazingly easy. I can't justify spending that much money on markers because I'm not going to use them as much. So this is a great alternative if you're like me and you want to try coloring, but you just can't justify the money on Copics. So I'll let you know how these work, and I will give you some good honest feedback after I use them for a while. So finally, let's talk about the real big collection. Oh, no, one more. City Lights. So City Lights is a Reminiscences 12-page collection. It has basically city skylights. It also has a couple that I think would work well for New Year's Eve. Has these really cool sayings on the back. Killing it, bright lights, big city lover. All we have is now. I love that one. But I mean, the big reason I got this collection, and it's a good cost for just 12 pieces of paper, is this paper. And you could cover up the moon and maybe even fussy cut out, which is probably what I'll do, the buildings, and put it on a different color background. it's just so graphic. It really speaks to me. I love this paper collection. And I'll try to link that below. But City Lights, like I said, the Reminiscence paper is really good too. So the big collection that I got, and I was not going to get a Christmas collection. I fell in love with this Holiday Magic collection for a couple of reasons. The first reason is a lot of the collections that I have been seeing lately all looked the same. So I would look at them and I'm like, oh, I saw that red truck with the tree on it last year. Oh, I saw the teddy bear with the scarf on it last year and the year before. And, the colors were the same. And I got to the point where I was like, well, I have this collection. It just happens to be a year old. I saw this collection and it really looked fresh to me. It looked like something didn't have, I hadn't seen. And it had the classic red and green colors, which to me, you need the red and green in a Christmas collection. But it has, and I'm showing you here, these three colors. It has the pink, the yellow, and the blue. And just adding those three in here really gave it a kind of a pop for me. So it has multiple die cut packs. One is kind of titles, one is tags, one is more shapes. So you have a lot of different die cut packs. But the big thing is there's a lot of those colors. Those are the main kind of four colors. You have green, you have red, and I was trying to fix my lighting here. Green, red, blue, pink, yellow. And yeah, my camera, I'm probably going to have to get a new camera eventually. But this was just a really good set. I love the fa la 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 la. I love the typography. And I'm showing you there. Imagine the Altenew string of lights with this set. So I really did kind of try to find things I thought would go together. It's great font. It's a great thicker set. The stickers, there's tags, there's frames, a lot of word stickers on that one. Really good set. I believe this is all still available and I will link it below. So now let's go through the papers. I'm just in love. I'm in love with these colors. So the wreath and all the colors is super fun. I did get a second set of the paper. And a lot of people are going to fussy cut that. That blue is beautiful. It's kind of the baby blue of the set. So there's a baby blue and then a teal blue. So there's kind of, it goes baby blue, teal, green. I love that paper. I just love that paper. I mean, it is the colors. And if you add the green in, that's what I was showing you right there. Those are the four colors. So this one does not have red. But if you can imagine, I'm telling you, what if you imagine using half the page there and then doing the string of lights from that Altenew set on top? Just perfect. Don't care for that set, but doesn't matter because I'm going to use the other one. I love the big words on this, and I'm in love with the yellows. That's why I got two sets. There's so many of these papers. I love both. I love the holly berries, but they have yellow in them. And there you see the core colors of the collection. Totally going to fussy cut all these out. Probably going to do that today just because it's so much fun. And just imagine having those and popping them all up in different directions. This is a set of 3x3 squares. I love that they're adding square kind of tags in these collections. Now, what I'm telling you here is imagine if you made a pocket out of this, a shaker pocket, where you had that little square behind and added acetate on top, and then you had all the gingerbread houses in the shaker pocket. It would just be so cute. You could even do it as a snow globe kind of effect. So this paper is a string of quote-unquote ornaments. Oh, and there's Tom. Say hi, Tom. I know, I'm sorry. And just imagine you take these lights and you add them, you stamp them on here in maybe embossing powder, and you do a pink, or maybe you do something else. It's just beautiful. This paper is probably my least favorite paper in the whole collection because it's a little bit busy, and then the back is just white and black, but I love this one. Oh, the leaves with the red and the teal. And I mean, I would wrap all my presents in that, wouldn't you? Oh, just gorgeous. And that dot is adorable too. Now these tags are super interesting. Candy Cane Sweet Shop, Starry Night Tree Farm, just beautiful. And then this is just a perfect brick pattern that you could do stamp in with different words. I also asked Michelle if she had available any solids, and so you can ask her that as well. And she did have Fussy and Rain, which are two basil colors that go with this. Easy to just ask Michelle at any time, hey, do you have, can I buy some coordinating cardstock? A lot of times she'll have that available for you. So feel free to add that in. But for this collection particularly, it's Fussy and Rain. So I think that is it. That's my whole kind of kit that I bought. Really, a lot of it was focused around the holiday magic. As you'll see, the paper glitz goes with it, the the sequins go with it, the markers or the distress oxide goes with it. I really did have kind of an idea about what I wanted to do for Christmas around this collection, and I was able to get a lot of it from Michelle. I am going to try the new art glitter glue she sent me, or art glitter, it's not new, because I'm finally out of my glue. So I will let you know how that is. I'm going to try to be a convert. But thank you so much for watching, and I will link everything I can below. And please reach out to Michelle if any of this kind of piques your interest. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.